The winter air inside ZANU-PF headquarters in Harare carries a distinct, sharp chill, but inside the 10th floor Politburo boardroom, the atmosphere is suffocatingly dense. Sanabana Mashkobdani watches The Ghost of November 2017. Why 2017 is haunting the 2030 project in Zimbabwe. Don't forget subscribe or like on the bell icon. It is the first Sunday of June 2026, and you are reading the fourth installment of the Sunday Mail Political Read. On the surface of current agenda reads like a routine bureaucratic exercise, provincial reports, agricultural updates, and structural audits. Yet, every veteran politician in the room knows that the real discussion is happening in the unsaid, in the heavy glances exchanged across the mahogany table, and in the deliberate, tense posture of the men occupy the party's apex, floating above the drone of presentations in a single polarizing number 2030, the 2030 project, the concerted, highly orchestrated campaign by loyalists to extend President Emmerson Mnangagwa's political dominance beyond the two-term constitutional limit expiring in 2028, yanks over the room like an uninvited guest. This is no ordinary succession thief. No, it merely another chapter in the well-worn playbook of ZANU-PF factionalism. What is unfolding within the Revolutionary Party is an existential contest over the very character of the Zimbabwean state. It is a fundamental struggle between constitutional power and security power, between formal legal authority and liberation era legitimacy, and between civilian bureaucratic control and the law and the raw military foundations that birthed the Second Republic. Nearly a decade after tanks rolled into the streets of Harare to depose Robert Mugabe, the architectural contradiction of that dramatic intervention have returned to demand a final destabilizing settlement. Human developments are now year 2017, it is now hounding the 2030 project. Kuna comment section yetu za fungu enyi mtu kulipa msio kitu kwa hicho. Subscribe or like on the bell icon.